What's up, guys? Wisconsin is back, taking down Ohio State 71-60 on the road. And this was a really impressive performance by Wisconsin because I didn't think Ohio State played that poorly, especially in the first half. They came out swinging. They want this game for a tournament and resume builder. They see this as opportunity on their home court. The fans were into it. Their team was locked in, and Wisconsin had some really good defensive possessions in that first half where they were clamping down, got late into the shot clock, and then Jameson Battle hit a few really tough threes, step back threes with Klesmit right in his face. But when Ohio State made their punches and their runs, and when they got up, Wisconsin responded. That's the difference between this team and last year's team. Obviously, Wisconsin's a lot more talented, and when Wisconsin gets down by, say, 7 points, they have the firepower, they have the offense to make a comeback. And then in the second half, we saw a rare scoring drought from this team. But a big difference from last year's team is Wisconsin got to the free throw line. Pardon me, I got my dog here. She wants to come up. What's up, Ruby? Say hello to the camera, but back down. All right, sit. So Wisconsin, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so Wisconsin went on a 7-minute scoring drought from the field. And the big difference is that they got to the free throw line. He had Klesmit go 4-4 from the free throw line. He had Wall go 2 of 2 from the free throw line in that drought. They got to the free throw line. Not only did they get there, they converted. And shout out to Wall. Ever since that Tennessee game, he has fixed his free throw shot. It looks really good. Wall knocking down his free throws for how often he gets there is a game changer for Wisconsin. But yeah, you had AJ Storr leading the way in the first half with 15 points. You had Max Klesmit who closed out Ohio State with 18 in the second half. And you had those Marquette fans who said, oh, Klesmit played out of his mind, never going to come close to doing what he did against us in the first half. It was a fluke. Well, he came pretty close on the road against Ohio State. He was the reason why Wisconsin was able to close this out. And Marquette lost tonight, actually, against Butler. And real quickly, getting a little sidetracked, but I saw the spread was like 12 or 13. And Marquette is a solid team, but I don't think they're that good. And I know Thad Matta is a good coach. He's got some decent pieces. You know, Posh Alexander has always been a thorn in Marquette's side. He's a dog. I should have made a video because I really did not think Marquette was going to cover that spread. But I didn't see the Butler necessarily winning, but that spread was kind of ridiculous. I think people need to pump the brakes on Marquette a little bit. But yeah, Tyler Wall, another thing I want to address. Once again, I'll say it. People need to start looking at him as a really high-level athlete for the way he can defend. When he gets switched on to a guard, he cuts them off and he beats them to the spot. To move your feet at 6'9" that well is really impressive. And then Nolan Winter, I mean, he had his freshman moments in that game stepping in for Stephen Crowell, but he had 7 points, and he hit a 3. I thought he was pretty solid. And then Stephen Crowell, you know, Wisconsin winning this game with a gimpy Stephen Crowell, that's a positive sign because Stephen Crowell is the one guy who I truly think Wisconsin cannot replace. The depth is not there. The battle in the Big Ten. So when Stephen Crowell is not close to 100%, Wisconsin can still get a solid road victory. That's a good sign for Wisconsin. And moving forward, I look at Wisconsin's schedule. I thought this was the toughest game until the end of January. And I'm not saying Wisconsin's going to win out. I'm not saying it's a sure thing or anything. But if you told me to bet on each and every single game, if I was a betting man, and you had to say, man, who do you think's going to win this game? Against Northwestern at home, I'm picking Wisconsin. At Penn State on the road, I'm going to pick Wisconsin. Indiana at home on a Friday night, Wisconsin. At Minnesota, that's going to be a tough one, but I would pick Wisconsin, who I think is going to win. And then against Michigan State on a Friday night at home, I'm picking Wisconsin. So don't get it misconstrued. I'm not saying it's an automatic thing, but I would not be surprised if Wisconsin wins out the rest of January. But yeah, Wisconsin's really good, and I've been saying this for a long time. You know, at first, you know, that Providence Tennessee game wasn't looking that good. Wisconsin's really good this year. Jump on the hype train. I've been here for a minute. I will say that. You know, I'll pat myself on the back. I've been here for a minute, but this Wisconsin team is really good. They're fun to watch. This is the best grade guard team by far, the most talented, most athletic. And let's enjoy the ride and hope that, God willing, this team can stay healthy because they can do some really big things. And that is all I got for you. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If this is your first video with me, make sure to like and subscribe for more college basketball content. And I got to get to bed. It's like 11:30 right now. So I'll see you next time.